Hello, everyone. Coach Saldana. In case you forgot who I am, really quick, I know this is our first time ever doing anything like this. I never pictured myself teaching PE through a computer via internet, based off of the situation that we're in right now. It's in our best interest to try to find a way using the resources that we already have, like technology. And if there's anybody here that is good at technology, it's all you guys. So I hope it serves as best as we're intending it to. If you could just help us out, and you'll see we're going to get through this. We really are. Just to start off, I miss each and every one of you. I mean, I'm never going to take my job for granted, especially at this time of uncertainty. We don't know what's happening. We're unsure, but more than anything, I know who we are as Ensor, who we are in El Paso, who we are as just the human race. It's going to be something that's going to be in our past. Hopefully sooner than later. I really do miss you guys. Here at home, just like you, not doing a whole lot. So I've had a lot of thoughts of how I can still communicate with you guys, especially my eighth graders. Uh, let's just hope that we can go back to school sooner than later because our time is limited. It really is. So we can't take that for granted whatsoever. Um, I know a lot of people have been thinking, oh, I wonder what teachers are doing right now, or I wonder if they're actually at work doing anything like that. We're trying to stay busy just like you all. There's not a whole lot we can do, but we can get creative with it. And that's one thing that we're going to be doing in today's assignment, right? Uh, the way this is going to work, our PE department is going to be uploading videos, kind of like the one that you're seeing right now, daily. And if you all can kind of go to it, we're going to give a challenge that you all are going to be doing, just to kind of stay active. I know it's very easy for us to. We go out, we look outside, and we're like, oh, there's yard work to do, and then you look at your couch. Of course, the couch sounds a little better, right? Trust me, I'm guilty of that too. There's a lot to do here at the house, but I look at my couch and I want to just stay there. However, we're trying to avoid a lifestyle where there's no physical activity. As a matter of fact, some of you already know, and if not, I'm going to reiterate: when you have a physically active lifestyle, your immune system naturally becomes better. You're going to be more immune to a lot of viruses. And I'm not saying it's going to completely eliminate the chances of getting anything, but it can help out. So that's how it's going to work. We're going to have challenges for you, things that you could do by yourself, things that you could do with a sibling, with your parents. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to be preaching more than anything is you all being the coaches. You all are going to be Coach Saldana. You all are going to be Coach Gutierrez, other Coach Gutierrez, and Coach Hernandez. Be that person, be that coach within your household, whether you live with your parents or you're staying with grandma, grandpa, or aunt, uncle while your parents are at work right now. I challenge you all to keep everyone busy, keep everyone active. It doesn't have to be intense, it doesn't have to be a full body workout, but just to get the body going. I mean, we're here at home for hours at a time. Very rarely do we go out into public. I mean, they're advising not to. And if we do go outside, I mean, some of us, the backyard doesn't have a whole lot of space to where we can play an actual game of football or basketball or something like that. So this is where our creativity has to come into place. So you all are going to be the coaches, all right? Kind of like how I am with my family. I tell my parents, all right, it's time to get up. Let's go for a walk. It's time to get up. Let's do this. Let's cook healthy for once. Things like that. It might sound annoying at first, but then they kind of get used to it. They really do. So you all are going to be the coaches while we're going through all this. The first thing that you all are going to be doing is doing your dynamic stretches. You guys are already familiar with it. Okay, it's the butt kicks, the high skips, the Mario jumps, the Frankensteins, the high knees, the karaoke, and then the sprinting. If you're going to be doing this at home, then let's eliminate the whole sprinting and just make sure you have an open area. It doesn't have to be too big, just an open area where you can get a lot of repetitions. Or you could use your backyard, your front yard, whatever is best for you all. And then explain to your loved ones, explain to your brother, your sister, whether they're old or young, or some of them might know this, some of them might not, or they need a refresher. Tell them why we have to do these stretches to get the blood going. Right? We're trying to get the blood going, especially if we've been sitting down watching Netflix a whole lot, right? Don't worry, I'm guilty of that too, but it's gonna change. Do the dynamic stretches with them. I would say about 10 to 15 meters. If you have a room that's 5 meters, then just go down and back 3 times. There you go. Problem solved. If you go to your backyard, just make sure you have enough room, or if not, we improvise. Go through the dynamic stretches. Really go through them and tell your siblings, tell your parents, tell your grandparents, whoever you're going to be with at this time. Tell them, hey, a lot of repetitions. And move the hips when you're doing the karaoke. You be the coaches. And if you have a whistle, use the whistle. Um, Once you do all of the dynamic stretches, now explain to them how the heart rate can be found, whether it's here, whether it's here, or any place where you feel a pulse, but not your heart, because you have different thumps there, right? So you just tell them to check for their pulse, and then explain to them how the body is already ready for exercise. Not really to prevent injury. I mean, that helps out, but it's more to prepare the body for exercise. Once you do all the dynamic stretches, you can go into your static stretches. Okay, the static stretches, remember, you're staying in one spot. The dynamic stretches, you're moving. So you're staying in one spot. That you don't need a whole lot of room. As long as you have about an arm's length away from everybody, about this much, 2 arms lengths. That's perfectly fine. We have a whole lot. Coach Gutierrez, she's awesome at that stuff. So she might even talk about it a little bit. But doing like the scorpion stretches, the butterflies, the one where you like the Superman where you pick up and you form an X. Do different things like that, and explain to your family members how static stretches help out in the long run, and then how they slowly decrease the heart rate after you do exercises. Since we're barely getting started, guys, we're not going to do a whole lot of exercises. We're not going to tell you, all right, go do push-ups. I mean, if you want to, by all means. Some of you, especially my athletes, you all have been doing great throughout the school year. Right now is not the time to just let it all go. Challenge yourself, do a little extra. If you feel that you can, hey, knock out some push-ups, do some burpees, get sweating a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that. And I'm even challenging myself. Starting on Monday, I'm going to be doing all this stuff too. Right, from today all through Friday, I'm going to be doing a slight workout every single day, because the last thing I want is just to be staying there in my couch creating bad habits. And really, that's it. In PE, we grade a little differently. All we're going to be asking you is just to complete some of this stuff, or most of this stuff. If you have friends who aren't aware of this, that we're doing this, please reach out to them. Be like, hey, go see Coach Aldana, Coach Gutierrez, Coach Hernandez. See what they're doing. They're just making videos, things like that. I'm going to try to make it as fun as possible. Believe it or not, I'm even trying to see how TikTok works, so I can include some kind of exercise while doing by doing the dances that you all create. Just trying to get through this, but staying active. Well, just because we're at home doesn't mean that we can't do some of this stuff. It really is. So some of us have been on our Crocs, have been on our slides a whole lot. Take those off for a while, for a good hour, 30 minutes, whatever it takes. Put on some running shoes, some athletic shoes, even those Vans that we tell you not to wear. Just put them on to get the blood going. Speaking of Crocs, my 8th graders, those of you who are saying, Coach, when are you going to get Crocs? I got some. Okay, they even say Coach. One of them says Coach. It's probably backwards there, but I did get them, and yes, I was wearing them quite a bit the past few days. Now it's time for me to get up and do something. Okay, so that's gonna be your first activity. Once again, to recap everything, you all are the coaches at home. You all are going to be telling your family members before dinner or after dinner, during lunch, whatever time works best for you. And if it's not parents, then with your grandparents, with your siblings, anyone who's there at home. If you're home alone, take full advantage of getting a good workout. Get a full workout. Like I said, your first challenge is to go over your dynamic stretches. All the ones that we go over are the high knees, the butt kicks, the karaoke, the Mario jumps, the Frankensteins, and the sprints. If you have to eliminate the sprints, then go ahead and do that, only if you can. Static stretches after, and then explain to them what the difference is, dynamic and static, and then at the end, just you'll be graded by just saying, Coach, we did it. What's next? And every day you'll have something like that. Really take care of yourselves, guys. Practice hygiene, and we've said that from the beginning. Nothing has changed, right? Nothing has changed as far as that. In PE, we always say hygiene is a huge thing. Let's keep it that way. Let's just remind ourselves a little more. Hey, I got to wash my hands after you do these workouts or whatever. When you're sweaty, jump in the shower, get dressed, whatever. Wash your hands. It's constant. Let's get used to that. Let's get used to that. And like I mentioned, let's just get through this. It's difficult times, but this is really what determines how we are as people. Okay, so to my sixth graders, let's continue being active, push one another to be better there in your household. Seventh graders, we're closing in at the end of the school year. Pretty soon, you all are going to be the top dogs. And my eighth graders, we're slowly wrapping up our middle school year. So best of luck to everybody. You'll see more of me online. Dolphins all over the place, right? You all find ways to be active, to stay creative, and most importantly, being with your loved ones. You all take care of yourself, and we'll be seeing you shortly. Also, my barber's also been closed, so you're gonna start seeing hair like this. Maybe start going down. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. So don't make fun of me. You all enjoy yourselves out there. Take care.